Hello everybody, Jason Basin here and Lady Tina. Hello. This is a new video and this will be a new vinyl adventure. And today we are going to a place I always wanted to go that was still on my wish list, and so I can put it out now because today we are going to Hasselt KDX Fair. KDX Final Fair, Hasselt, 1st of February, and this is our first vinyl adventure of this year. Yeah, people, today I hope to find some great new wave records, maybe the first record of Killing Joke, and also the Paranoiacs, of course. Sometimes teenagers spell TNT. He is high on my wish list on the #1. In fact, maybe another record of Virgin Prunes or something like that. Okay, that would be very nice. Also records, cheap records that are very good, like the last time in Kortrijk, 4 for €10. That was fantastic. I hope to find people, sellers like this also there in Hasselt. Okay, we are on our way. So people, we have just arrived in Hasselt. So here we are outside the station. I checked it out and we must have this side of the station, the other side. So we are on our way now to Trixo Arena. And here we have the station of Hasselt. Here's some nice art in this tunnel. Very nice. On the other side, so see. Also, here you have a good view. Here the big roads. And we are on our way to the final fair. And then here we have some yachts there on the water. So, and here comes the sun. So we already did some. There is the center. We leave the center behind us and we move on here. It's on the outskirts of Hasselt, that big arena. So people, I spotted here the arena already. We must go on like this and then that direction. Okay. So people, here is Tina, and here is the Trixo Arena. Tina Arena. So people, here it is, placard. So people, we are inside. This is the inside. So a lot of vinyls. So people, we are taking a little break, and this is a special record I could find, a cult record, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So here is Tina. I did real great finds already for a low price. You will see it at the end of this video. So people, an overview here. There was the bar. So a lot of people here. Here a wall, we will zoom in a bit.
wel gevonden, maar dan waren ze of al te oud of te duur. Dat zijn nog eens 7 euro. Daar geef ik hem niet.
Yeah, people, second break, something to eat and to drink, a good Belgian beer. And it was a very good fair. Look at that. A lot of vinyls were at a small price, 3 euros. Yeah, people, I show you all when I get home. Yeah, people, we are going back to the station. And now I'm gonna film the other side here of that tunnel, because there is also art here, nice art. Never saw such nice art in a tunnel. So. And I have a great story to tell you, because I did at the end a quick little tour and I found 2 records high on my wish list. Yeah, people, just good arrived here back home. And I do now a shout out first to 3 persons. The first person is Yoon, a man I saw on the train, and he said here, my cell phone, put in your name, and he subscribed immediately to my channel. Thank you very much. I told him that I was on the record fair in Hasselt. And then a special shout out also to Bart. Bart, when I bought some records, I said, "Can I get a reduction, sir?" And he said, "Jason Basin can get a reduction." So I was surprised. I didn't know the man, but he knew me. So very nice that. And then the third person is Roland. And Roland is the man, the seller. I found 2 records that were high on my wish list at the end of the record fair. So I'm very, very pleased, and he gave me a very good price. So people, then we're gonna now look to all the nice records. And it was the first today, the 1st of February, and it's for me the first, and is on the first place this record fair just until now for 2026. You will understand that when you see all my nice vinyls that I did find. Okay, let's dive into all the vinyls that I found there. So people, I made some space on my music table, and then I'm gonna show you now all the records. They are, I have placed them from 3 euros. The 3 euro records are the first records that you will see until the most expensive record. So let's do this. The first record that I could find was this maxi 12-inch of John Fox, Dancing Like a Gun. So, John Fox. Then a record that was on my wish list. I like horses, and this is Jethro Tull and Heavy Horses. Very, very nice cover. As you can see here, only 3 euros for this album, Jethro Tull. It came also with the original inner sleeve. And then also for €3, people, this wonderful album of Texas, Southside. Comes also with the original inner. And then we have Exception. I collect the records of Exception 5. Maybe I have this record, but then with another sleeve, I don't know. But look at that, very nice. The people of Exception. I collect their records. And then a band, I already heard of them, the Rainbirds, but it's a blind buy. I just know their name, not their music, but I think it will be all right. The Rainbirds. This comes with the original inner. So, and then these are now the €5 records. Look at that. The Rolling Stones Russian edition of Play with Fire. I thought it was a maxi or with 3-4 tracks. No, it's a full album. And luckily, the titles are in Russian, but underneath is the English translation. So the first track is I Am a King Bee. So the Rolling Stones, very nice to have. Also €5, this one, Yellow, the full album, You Gotta Say Yes to Another Excess. On this album, their hit I Love You. And then a band, I had several vinyls of them, but I'm glad I found this vinyl again today for €5. Blanc-Mange and Don't Tell Me. Fantastic track. Check it out if you don't know it. Here they are. 12-inch of Blanc-Mange. And then also a very nice find for €5. A man had all in reduction albums, and I saw this and I recognized it immediately. It's Thief, a film, and the music is made by Tangerine Dream. Very, very nice, Thief. I never thought I would find this album because I think you don't see this often. And then also for €5, a record of Cocteau Twins, but it's maxi. It has four numbers on it, so very, very nice. Normally I'm not gonna buy Cocteau Twins because it's not really my taste. Let's say it's too soft, but I will take a try with this record. This is called Tiny Dynamine, if I can see that right. And then a band that sounds a bit like The Doors. And maybe The Doors have taken some music or were influenced by Kent Heat. Kent Heat here, a Star Power compilation, Bullfrog Blues. Very nice. I like Kent Heat. I had an album of them, also a mini album, and I'm happy I'm again a mini album of them. And then people, today also, that was a man was selling, it were 5 records for €20, or otherwise a €5 for one record. And first I didn't take this record, but then I thought it was Hawkwind from the 70s. No, or from the later 70s. No, it was, I saw it was Hawkwind from 1970. I said to myself, that's with Lemmy. And I looked it up on Discogs, and this is the debut album of Hawkwind in 1970. So I'm very happy because I adore live debut albums. And then also an album that I saw in a recent interview with the music maker Alan Parsons. Here we have him with his album I, Robot. I will open the double sleeve here. This is from 1977. I thought this was from the 80s, this album. No, it's an early work from Alan Parsons. Very nice. And then the first record I found today for €6. This is a film, a soundtrack from a film, The Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's a cult album. So very happy to have this. And then also for €6 I could find this Gang of Four, and this is a special edition 4-track EP. Look at that. And then also very nice, The Pretenders. I could buy this for €6 only. Learning to Crawl, a very good album. On this album we have Middle of the Road, Back on the Chain Gang. Fantastic. 2000 Miles, that Christmas song. Very nice. And Thin Line Between Love and Hate. What a good album. It was produced, I see, by Chris Thomas. Chris Thomas, he did also produce Roxy Music. Here the original inner sleeve from that album. The Pretenders, fantastic band with Chrissy Hind on the vocals. And then this is, you know it, New Order. And I had to see for the title of this maxi, it's Confusion. €7. And then this album, people, I could buy this for €8. €8. Fat Gadget Fireside Favorites. It has scarves on the vinyl, but it plays well. The man says it also, or here, that it plays well. First, I saw there 1980, and then under that €8. So he sold this for €8. I'm very happy because I had this and now I have it again for a very nice price. And then here, Play That and Conspiracy, a very nice number, very nice maxi, €9. And then, people, this I saw from the people of Vinyl Scan. They have had also some separate crates with €5, and there was also a crate with €10 records, and this was a €10 record. And I saw that, I say, that's Janis Joplin, my favorite female singer of all times. I find her the best singer of all times. Let me know, people. Do you agree with me? Is Janis Joplin the best singer of all times? Look at that. It comes with booklets inside. Look at that. The young Janis Joplin. Fantastic. There is also live at Madison Square Garden here. Do you know that man? With his white blonde hair. Indeed, it's Johnny Winter singing with her on stage in Madison Square Gardens in 1969. Here she is. Wonderful picture. And here. So I thank the Lord. He gave me this record. Janis Joplin, Janis, very nice. And it comes, so it's a double album. It comes with the original inner sleeves. Here are 5 albums of her. I have this one, Pearl, and I have also this one. Very good albums. And you will see it. Do I found this one today. You will see it. So here the second inner sleeve. And then people, we have Ecstasy. Very nice album, drums and wires. I thought first, hey, that's the debut album, but then I thought, no, it's not a debut album, maybe their second. No, I saw it's their third album. On this album, we have Making Plans for Nigel, fantastic song. Here I show you the inner sleeve of the album. So third album of Ecstasy, a band I had in the past, English Settlement, and I hope to find that again also. And then in my series of people, artists doing concerts in Brussels, I have already Sisters of Mercy, a record picture disc of Sisters of Mercy live on Mallemunt in Brussels. Then I have Black Sabbath live in Brussels. If you saw already most of my videos, certainly in the video that came, I think, from the top 10 of vinyl fairs, there I showed it to you, my live album of Black Sabbath live in Brussels. And now here, Blaine L. Reininger live in Brussels. Blaine L. Reininger, a part of Tuxedo Moon. Live in Brussels, he does also a version of What Use of Tuxedo Moon. So Blaine L. Reininger, people. And then we go on with a record that's still sealed. So this will be a repress. Here, the Big Brother and the holding company, Sheep Trills, of course, with here she is. Fantastic, the Janis Joplin, the best female singer ever. So I'm very happy. This album was also since long on my wish list. And then again, I found some nice record. This is in fact the Sex Pistols, Indecent Exposure from 1978, but this is a bootleg. And I show you also the records. Here you see it, a white label. One of their first records in Burton-on-Trent, and maybe I have already record Burton-on-Trent, a live album. Maybe it's all the same songs placed in a different order on that record, but I saw the on Discogs. I checked the songs on here on this one is not the same as on the other one, so I hope they are different. It's a different concert. And then people, a record I had before and now I have it again. Clawboys Claw, their debut album, also fantastic, Shocking Shades of Clawboys Claw, and they recorded this album in one day, in 15 hours. I think it's noted down here. Clawboys Claw, and comes also with an inner sleeve here with an inner. Here you see that album that I could find also last year, Now, from Clawboys Claw. Fantastic. And then a band I know from name. I think I heard them live on Hilversum 3 in the past. I have that concert, I taped it, and very atmospheric. This is a full album, The Hacker, but it's all new for me, their albums, Clock DVA. So, but I'm very happy. I said to myself, I will buy that records. So people, and then we have La Muerte, Experiment in Terror. This is already the fourth vinyl that I found last year, 3 vinyls, and this is the first vinyl of La Muerte this year. I said to myself when I saw this, I wanted. I want to buy. So this was 15 euros. So the last Clock TVA was 15. Clawboys Claw, 15 euros. Okay. And then here the inner sleeve from Lame Verte. Yeah, people. You saw already here, let me count, yes, 27 records. And then, people, I had a premonition when I did my last little tour there in the Trixo Arena. I said to I had a premonition, I'm gonna find here the best records of the whole fair. I'm gonna find them now. And I said to myself, it was so strange. And indeed, I did find the most, the best records in the end. I show you the first one. Look at that. This was in the past on #1 on my wish list, A Birthday Party and Mutiny in Heaven, the 12-inch. Comes with the original inner sleeve, the lyrics. And so I'm very happy I could buy this. Very, very happy. And I could find this. Very, very difficult to find it here. I think in England, in the UK, it will be much easier, but here in Belgium, very, very hard to find this Birthday Party and Mutiny in Heaven. So happy that I finally have it, this wonderful album with Nick Cave, the young Nick Cave. And this album I could buy from the man in Amet, where I filmed all the records from him. They are the new wave records. I talked also to him. I asked him, check that video of Amet. When I came there in the beginning, I asked to him, can I film your records? He said, I'm going to film your records. I said, the new wave records. So from him, I could buy now this birthday party. I said to him, did you already had that last year? I said, no, it was a recent thing, this record here, that he sold his records. So people, and when I saw it, the birthday party, just after the birthday party, there I saw this record was sticking there behind the birthday party. Generation X and their second album, Valley of the Dolls, really also was high on my wish list. Now I have it. Fantastic. Look at that. The original inner sleeve, and I want to return to the cover of that album. That's really nice, I found. Here is a door, and there is a poster of Generation X, and then here inside you see a lady lying on the bed. Really sensual and really well found. Poster of Generation X on the door, and the door is open, and there is that model. Fantastic cover. So people, this was my catch today. I am so happy. It was really a super catch. Different albums were on my wish list, like Jethro Tull with the horses was on my wish list. And then, yeah, maybe I, Robot, also from Alan Parsons. And certainly here, Generation X, that album, also Birthday Party on my wish list. Fantastic, fantastic. So people, this was my vinyl adventure to Hasselt, to the Trixo Arena in Hasselt. Leave a comment, please, that I like very much, and I will react on that also. A nice comment. Thank you very much. And for people who are new to my channel, subscribe, please. It's for free, and you can see, go to my playlist, Vinyl Records, and there you will see can you find all the vinyl adventures that I did to Amet, to Bebop Mons, to Kortrijk, to Heist op den Berg, several videos of Heist op den Berg, Courcelles, check it out. We did the double on the 1st of November. I went to Heist op den Berg, and the 2nd of November I went to Courcelles, and I always show all the records that I found there. And I can tell you, last year was a fantastic vinyl year for me, record year. Very, very nice finds. But so the number one on my wish list I'm still looking for is, which I didn't find today, is the Paranoiacs, and sometimes Teenage is spelled TNT, their second mini album. I have their first mini album, We Are the Teenage Lovers, very nice, that I have, but their second mini album that is on number one on my wish list. But I know I will find it this year, but don't ask me when. So, people, this was Jason Basin. I wish you all a very good week. Enjoy the vinyls, and maybe you can look up the vinyls that I found, some of the vinyls, and maybe buy them on Discogs or whatever, or go and search them in a record store. So, people, and don't forget, with vinyl, the sun always shines. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel. Till the next video. Bye bye.